Greetings and welcome, Taurians. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a general reading for the sign of Taurus. And once again, welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. This is a reading for July 2017. It's a general reading. But the Spirit is showing me some very, very powerful energies, and I believe it applies to many of you Taurian family members. The Spirit is showing me right now where some of you were expecting a love relationship. Some of you are going through a challenge. Let me share this with you. The Spirit is showing me where some of you were expecting a relationship, or you were expecting someone to feel a certain way about you, and the Spirit is saying that right now you're sitting there and you need to exercise a little better judgment in your perception of things. So the Spirit is showing me indication through the tarot that the sacred tarot, forgive me, for you need to see things a little more clearly, and you need to put yourself in a better position so that you are not being played. And some of you Taurian family members, you've been experiencing some what you would call bad luck. I wouldn't say that it's bad luck. I would say that it's misguided fortune, because I believe that some of you can change your path if you change your mind. The Spirit is showing me that. I want to add something to this reading that the Spirit is showing me. One of the big issues for some of you Taurian family members out there is housing, and I see some of you either making a big purchase in the way of a house, or some of you moving to a new house. The Spirit is showing me that without the tarot. The Spirit is showing me that already for some of you Taurian family members. So I see home. I see a home as a big energy for some of you Taurian family members. Taurian family members, as you go forward, the Spirit is saying that you're blocking some of your good fortune by holding back on your creativity. You're blocking some of your good fortune by holding back on your creativity, number one. Also, for some of you Taurian family members, particularly those of you that are the female or the feminine energy of the Taurian family members, some of you have been dragging your feet regarding a health issue. And the Spirit is showing me that this health issue needs to be addressed, because it appears to be a health issue that is very personal to you in the way of your reproductive system. For some of you Taurian family members, the Spirit is showing me that. The Spirit is showing me that some of you are involved in a relationship that is unhealthy, and some of you you're going to make a change, though. It's going to change for the best, and you're going to be part of that change, because the next card that I see the Spirit showing me is a card of celebration. So that I can see how that's going to change in the not too distant future. Some of you just got some information, some of you got some news, and this could relate to that health challenge, or this could relate to that love relationship. But I think that it's more related to the health challenge because of the way the Spirit has laid these cards out. The Spirit is also showing me that in your final outcome position for some of you Taurian family members, this is going to be a time when getting out there and networking, getting out there and socializing, getting out there and putting yourself on, not on public display, but putting yourself in the mix where things can happen and where dynamics can change for you is advisable. The Spirit is showing me, where some of you have been facing some challenges as it relates to your savings. Some of you have been depleting your savings. You have been exhausting your supply of resources, and that's part of that misguided energy, and it's part of the relationship stuff too. But the Spirit is showing me that some of you are going to have to move on now. It's time to move on, let go of something that is holding you back, because this relationship is holding you back and causing you to not concentrate on your future. But the Spirit is giving me some very nice highlights about your future. And the Spirit is showing me that you are going to make a good decision soon, and you are going to get back on focus with regard to your future, and you are going to make the right decision. I don't want to be redundant, but I do want to tell you the Spirit is showing me that you're making one decision over another. And although I shared with you that some of you are looking for a home and the home is a big issue, well, interesting enough that the Spirit showed me home and a house, and it showed me that before I even laid the cards out this evening. But the Spirit is showing me now through the cards that as it relates to relocating, this is not the time to relocate. So that would indicate to me, as the Spirit showed me house and home, that this is not the time to relocate to another house or home. The Spirit is showing me that. The Spirit is showing me a card that indicates that some of you need to take the road trip. Some of you are planning a little short junket, a little short getaway, and the Spirit is saying that's a good idea because right now your mind is a little bit foggy, and the Spirit is showing me, Taurians, take this little road trip getaway for a few days, and it's going to help you. It's going to help you make some good, clear choices. Let's move forward with your reading. The Spirit is showing me, yeah, as I expected. The Spirit is showing me that some of you are going to come to a place of happiness. There is brilliance in your future. There is happiness. You're going to make the right decision. And the Spirit is saying to me, you're going to make the right decision. And although some of you are getting ready to hear some news that is not necessarily favorable financially, so this is a financial challenging time for some of you Taurian family members. And some of you also are dealing with an energy that relates to betrayal, an energy that relates to betrayal. Somebody has turned their backs on you. And I don't mean to be general, but the energies are saying, the Spirit is showing me where some of you are specifically being challenged because someone is dishonest. Someone told you something or is presenting themselves in a way that's not true. And when you look over your shoulder for someone to have your back, they don't in fact have your back. They are actually going in a different direction. But the Spirit is saying to me that you are going to be the winner. You are going to come out victorious. And the Spirit is showing me that, you know what? Some of you who are looking for love, some of you who are going through a change and you're going to let go of something and you're going to move forward, the Spirit is showing me that there is a love relationship in your future. Now, for those of you Taurian family members who are masculine, who are of the masculine energy Taurians, the Spirit is showing me that that feminine energy complement is that negative relationship, is that unhealthy relationship. And that relationship has to go in another, you have to let it go. You have to participate in the letting go. Masculine Taurian family members, there's a feminine energy that you need to let go. It is going in a different direction. It is not going to bless your life. Some of you are sitting there thinking about love, and some of you are so busy working, congratulations, that love is coming and you're not even interested. So some of you, on the other hand, are not even interested in love, which is a good place to be too on occasion. Taurian family members, I do see you coming to a place of celebration, and interesting enough, part of that celebration has to do with you letting go of that love relationship. So in other words, when you let go of this sourpuss relationship, this sour negative relationship that's just miserable and dried up and just painful, when you let go of it, you are going to come to a place of celebration. And some of you, the Spirit is showing me that some of you need to be wise and understand that you have given enough chances to this relationship. This is not the time to say, well, let me give it another chance. No, don't do that. Move forward with your life, because if you don't, the Spirit is showing me a time of repression and of depression and of sort of like a sadness, a melancholy. And the Spirit is saying, but you have to make that choice. So part of it has to do with you, Taurian family members. The Spirit is showing me that the world is yours. You can have anything you want, but you're going to have to make a decision. And when you make that decision, you are going to come to a good place, but you have to make the decision. So the energy for you, Taurian family members, that I'm looking at, the overall big issue, has to do with you looking at yourself and making decisions for yourself, because what's happening is you know better. You know better. You've been here before. You've had this experience before, or you've had something similar, and you know exactly what to do, but you're dragging your feet about making that decision. Some of you need to understand that when you make the decision, the Spirit is showing me cards that indicate when you make the decision that the pain is not even going to last that long. You're going to be quite surprised. The pain is not even going to last that long. And for some of you Taurian family members, there's a masculine energy of a professional person who is articulate, who's professional, who's intelligent, a person that either has some formal training or they are holding a high position in their job. But this is a masculine energy in the future for some of you Taurian family members. And for others of you that are Taurian family members who are getting ready to make a decision, the Spirit is showing me that you are once again at the risk of being redundant. You are going to make the right decision. You are going to come to a place where you're going to be thinking much more clear or much clearer than you are now. The Spirit is showing me wisdom. The Spirit is showing me a wise masculine energy. The Spirit is showing me, Taurian family members, please hear this part. This part can be very important to you. This is a time for Taurian family members. Some of you are thinking about traveling long distance. Some of you are thinking about flying out or taking a vacation or taking a business trip. And the Spirit is showing me that this is not the time for you to travel long distance. On the other hand, for some of you who do have your tickets already and you are ready to go, you can expect either delays, or you can expect delays and the vacation or this trip is not going to be as pleasant as you want it to be. In fact, some of you already know that you're going into something that is already painful. So the Spirit is speaking to you through me, telling you that we acknowledge, we hear, we understand, we see you. And the Spirit is also showing me that some of you are traveling, or you're about to travel, possibly as it relates to work. And so some of you are thinking, should I travel? Should I take this job long distance? Should I move? And the Spirit is showing me this is not the time for you to travel long distance. But the Spirit is showing me that you are getting ready to get that new job that you want. That new contract, that new business opportunity is right around the corner. It's right there. It's not far away from you, Taurian family members. Taurians, this has been a general reading for the month of July 2017. And I hope that some of the information has given you some clarity. And I'm sure that some of this stuff has resonated with you as I'm looking at the stream of energies before me. And some of you would like to come in for a private reading. For those of you that would, please reach out to me at onewhosees4you@yahoo.com. That 4 is a numeral, so it's onewhosees numeral 4you@yahoo.com. I look forward to hearing from you and talk to you real soon, Taurians. Thank you.